Okay, so I'm going to show you some photos and I'll talk you through it. We went to the Rocky statue, which is by the Institute of Art, and I'll show you some pictures. There's me trying to be like Rocky.
Uh-huh.
So that's one picture, another picture. And let me just see. And here is me going up the steps. Now, quite frankly, I think that the McKinley Monument is better for steps, but they had a nice guy playing Rocky music, so you get to see us going up. I'm walking, and then this is my friend Robin and her son, and he was real nice to make sure if we needed any help. I actually fell
Really,
crossing the
turn
street
the
in
sa-
downtown
turn
Philadelphia.
turn the sound off of your video if you're going to talk at the same time.
And see, like Rocky ran up the steps. We're just walking. I had already fallen in an intersection, so I had no business running up the steps. And I
Mm.
walked with the camera.
You're very brave to have done it anyway. It's quite a walk.
Now, another interesting story. We're going to go up further to the top where the close up of the can you hear the music or no?
Well, you can't talk and play the video sound at the same time.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to go to the top, and then we were up at the top there. You can take your picture with Rocky. This is from across the street, and that's my friend Robin's son Lance. He works for the state of Texas for their election system. He's a pretty interesting guy, and he's pretty nice, and he's funny. He always is very, very funny. He's sticking his head into an alligator that was a statue there, so that's what he's doing. And you can see the steps in the background there. Now, there were a couple of protesters. I think they might be, the World Cup was there when we were there. We didn't go to the World Cup. I think the tickets are very, very expensive. And, we were very busy doing other things anyway. But there were a few people with flags and protest things, and I think they were from Iran when we were there, but I didn't really take pictures of them.
Mhm.
Um, the day before, the whole steps were with all protesters. So we were very lucky that we went there on Saturday, because if we would have gone there on Friday, it probably had something to do with when the games were playing. Like I'm sure it had nothing to do with us. It probably had to do with when Iran was playing in the World Cup or whatever they call it. They call it something that starts with a F. But anyway, they had it on the news showing how all those steps were filled up with protesters. So we were very lucky that we got to walk up the steps, because if we would have been there a day earlier, we would have had to fight through protesters. And that's another, photo of him. Um, There's the back of the statue, and let's see what else. Lots of statues there, lots of statues. Okay, so that's back. Oh, this might be the top. Okay, so you might be able to see a couple of the protesters. You had to stand in line to do what that girl is doing there, but you could actually do it because there weren't that many people. Oh, and with the camera, that's my friend Robin and her son Lance. So they're taking pictures of it. You can see what it looks like looking down the steps. There's Rocky again. Oh, that woman there is one of the protesters, but she really didn't hurt us, and we didn't hurt her. But there'd be like a million other ones of her the day before, and that's where I started. And I'm
Hmm.
gonna close this, and then I'll show you some more pictures of a different thing. We went to casinos. Lance is like a big art collector. He actually worked for like Walt Disney. He works for this He does kind of like what I used to do, public relations and marketing, but he works for the state of Texas now in there for their election. And he was able to work, he works from home. So he was actually able to take his mom there and then just, work, from the hotel and stuff. That was nice. But he's an art collector and I'd never heard of these, but they're balloon dogs. And I guess, they're like collector's items. They have fancy shops there. This is at the casinos, in Philadelphia. And down
Mhm.
at the bottom is the blue dog because my blue was my dog's name was Blue. So I just took a picture of it because I like it too. And then on the right in the stripes is my friend Robin. She also donated plasma. And next to her is her friend Trisha, who I just met this weekend. Trisha lives in Staten Island and works in New York City, but she likes casinos and she drove down so she could go with us. And she taught me how to gamble because I only gamble like once every 10, 15 years. I have to be reminded. And Robin really, really likes gambling. I just like to gamble. They give you free money. We went to every single casino because again, Lance dropped us off, so we didn't have to walk the whole strip. But a lot of the casinos, if you're a new member, and again, I'm a new member because I don't really gamble. Like the one gave me $10 to start off with, and one gave me $20, and I don't know what the other one gave me. But anyway, so a lot of times I was gambling not even with my own money. And what I did is I just quit when I, am up. So I probably gained like $110 at all the casinos and I didn't
That's
lose.
great.
Yeah, so I'm happy and Rick is happy. Oh, and you can get the fun of seeing her win. She just gets so excited. She's so cute.
Oh, wonderful. Big prize. I love it, Robin. I say cash out. We don't need to. I say cash out. That's the for a lot, but that's it. I lost you out. Just back out.
Okay, so that's the end of that. And I got some other photos if you want to see them. Take me a second to scroll up. There's a casino. There is a casino called the Ocean. And I think Tom Monahan owns it now. He owns like one of the Cleveland teams. I forget which one. But it's a real fancy hotel and they call it the Ocean because it's on the ocean and you can see some things on the ocean there. This is like a video that shows you all around.
Was it Atlantic City?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I also went to Atlantic City. We went to Atlantic City on Sunday. Philadelphia on Saturday, Atlantic City, and that's Lance taking pictures there. He's got a Hawaiian shirt on, and Robin and Trisha. And then that's the hotel. We didn't stay in that hotel. We just drove to that hotel. But and then this is a sign. It's called the Ocean, and it's at the Ocean Hotel. So on the left is my new friend Trisha. There's me, and then there's Robin next to me in the striped shirt. And there's like a far away picture of us and you can see that's up on an upper level. So you walk out from that deck and that's where I showed you. You can sit on lawn chairs and look at the ocean. And there's a picture of me looking out over that same spot. You can see there's a Ferris wheel back in the back. Another picture of the Ferris wheel way in the back.
So that's a really big city, actually.
Yeah, it's a lot. I was there. I think I might have been there with Chuck years ago, but it's changed quite a bit. And the casinos, all I remember about the casino is that back then they were very dark and the carpet was red, but it had all cigarette burns in it and stuff. But all of the casinos are nice and well lit and clean. So that's good.
Mhm.
Those are just if you're a new member, you get to do like special things. Like I got to spin a wheel. I didn't win anything special, but I could have won something. And then this is just a food court. There we went all kinds of different places to eat. I already showed you that, her winning. She really likes to gamble. And I think I showed you that one too. So I think I showed you all these, and then I can scroll up and show you a couple more if you want. Oh, this is a fun one. This was one of, well, it's her favorite game, and I liked it too. It was called Queenie. That's one of the times I won, and I cashed out and I won $50.75. So that was good. And then I won another. This is like on one of the gift shops, and I just liked it because I thought it was cute. So, and then that's Lance. That was like a restaurant, but they had like a fancy car. So I took a picture of him. That's that Queenie game again. Oh, Hard Rock Casino has all kinds of things from rock stars. I didn't take most of them, but this is like the outfit that Stevie Nicks wore. So I like Stevie Nicks. I took
Yeah.
that. And I think I've shown you all of these here. They took lots of pictures too, so I didn't take every single thing. I can see their pictures. I made that into my Facebook profile, so it just is, it's just pink. Oh, the restaurant that we stayed at had a waffle bar, and I made red, white, and blue pancakes, so that was fun.
Hmm.
And then I think I have other ones. Oh, and then I made them 2 different days. This is what the view was from the hotel. The hotel was totally sold out. It was in Bensalem, which is like maybe a 40-minute drive from Philadelphia, but it's like a 15-minute drive to where we donated. But the plasma center, that paid for our trip and everything, they booked our hotel. They're really, really nice, suites. The outside wasn't great because there wasn't anything like to walk to. I mean, I was lucky that, I had the Ubers and stuff like that, and that I could go with Lance and his mother because, the outside was kind of ugly like that. It was just, but it's conveniently located next to expressways, so I can see why they wanted it. And the people at the hotel, they just treated us like royalty. Like I said, everything was, paid for, and they knew who we were, and I got to make waffles. And you see, I might have some more things to show you. And I think that might be all my pictures. Oh, no. I have one more that they gave me pictures of theirs. Oh, those are just some things from the airport that I took. Okay, these are pictures that Lance took. He likes to take selfies. So this isn't the real Liberty Bell. The one casino, there's a brand new casino that's in Bensalem. It was about a mile away from our hotel. And it's a real nice new hotel, or not hotel. Well, it's a hotel and a casino. And they also gave me free money to gamble with. And they have, this is like a replica of the Liberty Bell. So we got to be real close to it, and you could even touch it. Whereas the real Liberty Bell is behind glass and you couldn't take good pictures like this. So my eyes are closed there. And here's another one, but they're nice. And they are just the nicest people. I mean, I just love her, and her son just made me feel, like he took good care of me. When I fell in the street, they went to go pick me up too. So, but the 2 city workers went to pick me up. So anyway, I mean, I would hope wherever you were, they would pick you up. But I shinned my elbow a little bit and my knee, and then my hands got like scuffed up, but no real bleeding or anything like that. The main thing was it was an intersection and cars could have come through. So but I was, I skedaddled before the cars came, and that was a good thing. So that was my big deal. Yeah.
That was your highlight.
Yeah, that was my highlight. But they say the city of brotherly love, and I mean, the guy, he was a city worker. I don't know if he was like transportation or if he was sewers. It really doesn't matter. I know he had one of those yellow vests on, and I mean, I didn't know him. Of course, Robin was right there with me, and was gonna try and pick me up, but she actually was diagnosed before. She was just diagnosed in August, so she's probably sicker than me, and she's just a little thing. But her son, was trying to do it, but I had like 4 people trying to pick me up, so it was great.
So you say she was just diagnosed, and you have known this for a while, or is this a new diagnosis?
No, I've known since 2018.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I've been on like prednisone for years, and I was weaned off of that, and then I was on a Actemra, which is it's a biologic drug, and I weaned off of that in December, which hopefully is the right thing, because the thing about it is you can't really see your arteries. They're on the inside, but they do like scans and stuff for you, and supposedly I'm okay. They can't see behind. I've got stents. You can't really see behind those. So, but hopefully it's all okay and no difference. The biologic drug Actemra, it has side effects too, like everything does, and it's like thousands of dollars. And so I saw some people were coming off, and I thought I would ask if I could. So we did it carefully. We went from 1 injection a week, every week, to 1 injection every 2 weeks, then to 1 every 3 weeks, then 1 to every month. And this was like over maybe 2 years. So anyway, I did it carefully. I didn't notice any differences. I don't think I fell because of that. And I did faint back in April, which was bad. I had I didn't probably tell you this. I had a EKG of your brain. Oh, this is interesting. They found I had a stroke. I had to go to a neurologist, and he said I had a stroke, but it was an old scar tissue. So, like a long, long time ago, I had a stroke, but it would have been just like a baby stroke. But he says that I have, there's no problem that he can see with my arteries. What else did I have? I had other things. I don't have diabetes, although I do need to watch it. Lance and Robin both have diabetes, so I learned a lot going around with them, because they have to have glucose monitors. And she actually, her ex-husband, her son had been taking care of her ex-husband, and he's got bad diabetes and dementia, but he's going to go move in with Robin even though they're divorced. So but anyway, he was back in Texas, but when his alarms went off, they knew more about it than the son that was there with them. So anyway, it looks like Chuck wants to show